So what exactly is a dinosaur? What separates them from other extinct animals? Those are questions you may or may not have wondered to yourself at some point. In this video, I'll hopefully be able to give you the basics of how to answer those questions regardless, and maybe I'll teach you some things. I'm sure someone out there is thinking to themselves, that's an easy question. And it is fairly easy, but does involve informing oneself on some dinosaur skeletal anatomy. There is more to it than that, a lot more. But that's what I'll focus on today in this video. But I could go into their taxonomy in the future by request. However, I think we should start by looking at examples of animals that are often claimed to be dinosaurs, and I'll tell you whether they are or not. And let's do it in the format of an unimaginative little quiz. Let's start with the ichthyosaur, a signature water dinosaur, right? So, are they or are they not a dinosaur? That's an easy one. They are not. In fact, they are a completely different species of reptile, which to our current knowledge first evolved before the dinosaurs even existed. Just because they have saur in their name doesn't mean the animal is a dinosaur. The word saur is actually Latin for lizard, which for some reason people like applying to loads of extinct animals. Now that doesn't mean that if the animal has saur in their name they're automatically not a dinosaur, it's just saur can be used for any reptile. How about our second one also be a marine animal, the plesiosaur? You could be thinking that they must be, maybe because they look like them long necky dinosaurs, right? Nope. Another easy one. Plesiosaurs are actually younger, just like the ichthyosaurs. I suppose I can kind of see people falling for this one, because of the four big limbs, the dinosaur shape, and the saw at the end of their names, but nope. Here's a tricky one. Birds. Are they dinosaurs? Yep. They're the direct descendants of theropod dinosaurs, which is the meat-eating group, albeit very advanced ones, and the only surviving ones at that. It's actually just chance that the modern birds all have beaks. Back in the Cretaceous, right up until the extinction, there were loads of different types of birds with teeth. It just so happened that they went extinct with all the other non-bird dinosaurs. This means that every bird you see is a dinosaur, from your emu to garden sparrow, just not cool ones with teeth, horns, armour and whatever those are. How's about we end this questionably fun game, and say screw you to the rule of 3 with the pterosaurs. And for the sake of a longer video, I'll give you a bit more time with this one. Did you get it? Well, I can't hear you, so I'm going to assume you didn't. They are not, but they are avimetatarsalians, which is a very unsatisfying word to say. This is the little clade that also includes the dinosaurs. So in some way, they're the dinosaurs' cousins? Or siblings maybe? Kinda? They even both learned how to fly, but in very different ways. Pterosaurs' wings would span from their feet all the way to the end of a very long finger. Birds, on the other hand, use feathers to fly, and their feet stay below them as dead weight until they land. Enough rambling, it's time to find out what a dinosaur is, and how to identify one. Dinosaurs are a very large group of reptiles, and we currently believe that they evolved around 231 to 243 million years ago, during the Triassic period. They really started to dominate and diversify after the Triassic-Jurassic extinction, which was caused by an asteroid, or massive volcanic eruptions, or maybe gradual climate change? Dinosaurs were actually all two-legged at the start, even before they were dinosaurs, and then some evolved to walk on four legs. They most likely all evolved from a common ancestor that probably looked like this, and then diverged into two major groups called Ornithischia and Saurischia, which are differentiated by their different shaped hip bones. This common ancestor was the first animal to have certain distinguishing physical features that all together separated the dinosaurs from the rest of the animal kingdom. One of the main anatomical features that is present in dinosaurs is having legs that, instead of being sprawled outwards, were directly below them. This meant that they could stand on 2 feet, which might be one of the reasons why they became so dominant over the other sprawled-legged reptiles of the Triassic, because walking with this posture is very efficient and meant less energy is used in searching for food. This posture was possible because of a hole in their hip socket that is unique to dinosaurs and their direct progenitors, and boringly, because they had 3 or more fused vertebrae near their pelvis to help them carry their weight on those 2 legs. This isn't really a thing that just happens in dinosaurs. Other archosaurs can have this too, and some older dinosaurs can have fewer. But this is generally true for all. Even more boringly, dinosaurs' hands had smaller 4th and 5th digits, and their feet were reduced to 3 main toes. The way to tell animals apart always comes down to little uninteresting differences like these. A feature that is an important way of telling reptiles apart are the holes in their skulls, called fenestrae. These are so important that groups of reptiles are often named after the shape of their skulls. Dinosaurs are diapsids, which is the group that includes snakes, lizards, dinosaurs, and crocodiles. This means they have 2 holes behind their eye socket, like so. And theropods, the meat-eaters, have another hole between their eye and their nostril, which is only found in dinosaurs. The issue is that dinosaurs are so varied that it's difficult to make a universal list of distinguishing features. But DNA has a half-life of around 520 years, which means 66 million-year-old dinosaur DNA would be non-existent by now. Which is why paleontologists look mostly at skeletal anatomy, as they really don't have much choice of remains to study other than fossils. I know this is a very simple explanation of what a dinosaur is. There are a lot more anatomical features to talk about that I probably won't get into, partially because I'm lazy, and partially because I don't understand a lot of the wording used, as I am no expert. Many of these features could show up in other animals too. So the most important thing to keep in mind is that these are unique to dinosaurs within their ancestral groups. Because yeah, some other reptile might have half of these features, but if they're not related, that's meaningless. I'll probably have to either make a part 2 or an update to this video in the future to correct things. New stuff is always being discovered that might make something in this video outdated. And there's also a massive chance that I've made a huge mistake that I just overlooked somewhere. So if anyone watching has any corrections to anything I've said, feel free to angrily type them at me. Anywho, thanks for watching this terrible, quickly put together lazy mess, and maybe share it if you did enjoy it. Bye.